other sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Seattle wins the championship, and now they try to repeat. Game 1 of 272, and off we go from Seattle. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. So the Patriots offense hits the field, and that means it begins year 3 for Drake May. Just turned 24 a week or so ago. Off the Super Bowl appearance, the AFC Championship. Not great in the playoffs, Greg, but here he is just in year 3 getting started.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's got a man, that is Kayshon Boutte. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go play action with May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That one good for 26 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. Henderson gonna take it home. He is tough to bring down. Touchdown, New England.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
The extra point is good. And the Pats have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Seahawks take the field with Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold, we should say. After the many stops along the way, the circuitous route that started with the Jets, Greg, we saw him bring Seattle all the way to the top at Super Bowl 60.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves. Thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Looking down at the 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. That complete to Henderson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Sean Booty, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's May again. That's going to be caught. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, New England.
Well, I think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started. I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Price. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Darnold quickly to Smith and Jigba. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
3rd and 1.
They're going to try to run for it with Price. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. In some rhythm. Good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, You end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Dell had us there to make the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he won't quite get there. Close, but comes up about a yard short after that scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll go, and it's Price. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He takes off, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Throwing on second down, May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Off the play fake, here's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. On the give, it's Henderson. Ooh, a gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
On play action, here's May. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Patriots. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
Seahawks, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Made at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
We are through 1. 21-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it second down and less than a yard. They'll go with Price. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again. First and 10. On a handoff, here's Price. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Myers is good. And the Seahawks are on the board now here in this second quarter.
And a good start to 2026 for Myers. Remember, Mike, the last time we saw him in a meaningful game, Super Bowl 60, Santa Clara, his 5 field goal performance had a lot of people asking, was he the MVP of the game? And while he's got a long way to go to match that number here in this one, he connects on his first kick of the year.
Patriots heading out. And there's a look there. Long-time, multi-time, and successful offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Josh made his return to the Patriots a successful one last year, helping to guide the young quarterback Drake May and take them to the AFC Championship. And in motion is Brown. On first and 10, here's May. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 1. On the ground, here is Henderson. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third and short. And here is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to lead to fourth down. Behringer's punt is away. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And at this point, Mike, it just becomes expected. You almost take it for granted that JSN's going to make these kind of plays. He found a new gear a season ago, going from a great receiver to the offensive player of the year. I mean, one of the best route runners in football, some of the best hands in football, and at the wide receiver position, that's a pretty good start.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Second and long coming up. Here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
Dixon on. He punts it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll get this out. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term, run after catch, so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Let's go now.
On first down, it is Price. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down.
The Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19.
Here's Milroe to throw. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Harold Landry working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
And the Patriots
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a nice pickup, and then the ensuing play ends up going the complete wrong direction. So nice job there by the defense getting back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Go.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Trying to throw that one on the run, but it is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Here we go. Cowboys, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawks player. The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Travion Henderson and the rest of this New England offense set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 2nd down, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back within one score. It is an 8-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for New England. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Man in motion is Brown. To throw on 1st down is May. That one pulled in by Brown. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll go play action with May. They'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Working out of the gun, it's May. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. Able to draw closer. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll let this go deep. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. So we hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks much. So good to get the 2026 season officially up and running. We'll get you back to Seattle in just a moment, but first, let's get you some highlights from the first half of the season. And we'll focus on this man, Drake May. His guys looking to start the new season off with a victory. Can they make this halftime lead hold up? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin commentators Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive's going to begin with a run by Price. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He can be slowed up and taken down. That play goes nowhere. Stuffed behind the line for a loss.
A loss of 8
And after
yards
that
on the
negative
play.
run, I think
It is
this
now
changes the
third
play
down
call now on
and 4.
third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Jadarian Price, the ball carrier.
The
Michael
Seahawks
Dixon
sending
to
out their
for
punt
the
team.
Seahawks.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone, and they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's Drake Mabe and the rest of the New England offense as they get back to work. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
He was taken down by Mike Morris.
It is 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 3rd and 6. Throwing is May. He's got his tight end. That's Reardon. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run. It's Henderson. And he gives that yard right back. Drops before the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
5-yard pickup.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds, short of where he needed to get to. There is a marker down as well, and the defense is already celebrating.
Automatic 1st down.
A run between the tackles with Price. He's trying to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
You could
the
just
play.
see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now facing 3rd down and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. First down, 10 yards to go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a give to Wilson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another first and 10. Darnold to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The offense rolling right along on this drive. Another first and 10. Darnold to the air once more. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Darnold to throw again. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard.
Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That's going to be caught. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
And in motion is Brown. On first down, they go back to Henderson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
It is third and long. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, first and 10 now from the 30. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
The tackle made by Julian Love.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Come to the line for second and 4. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45. Come to the line now for first down and 10.
A gain of 7. And a Patriot first down.
Here's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Tight game here in week 1. Trying to see this through to the end, and that's an important first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Patriots.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 16 yards, down to the 16. On first and 10, here's May. They'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, that's what you call a statement drive right there, Mike. You've got the lead, second half of the ball game, and you can feel you're really starting to wear down this defense, and this is about as good as it gets. Long drive, and then you get down there tight, and you're able to punch it in on the ground and just continue to extend this lead.
The PAT, up and good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Now Milroe on first down. Get this complete to Horton. And they'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Down late, trying to get to the line quickly. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Trevion Henderson and the rest of this New England offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point now for Borregales. His kick is good. And the Patriots tack on one more to their lead.
35. Seahawks 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Woo! He'll get this past the 20.